Hey peeps! Feels like forever since I've been live. Oh my gosh, at least on Facebook. But hello, I'm here. Happy Sunday. I'm just getting ready for the day, so I thought I would hop on here and do it here. So I've done some laundry this morning and used my extra hour that I got back to do some good, which is awesome. And now I just got to get ready for my day because I got a little munchkin coming over. I'm babysitting today. So I want to just do like a really simple Sunday look. Obviously I'm rocking the messy bun, pullover and sports bra, very comfortable today. But I just recently, you might have seen on my stories, I just recently got this new clutch, and this is what I've been working out of this week. It holds like all your wallet and your brushes and your stuff over here, and then the makeup is on the other side over here. So I've been using this, but I think I'm going to switch out a couple of colors before I get started. Because or maybe I'll just do it as I go. We'll just do it as I go. So I just prepped with some Stay Spray, just because I'm oily. It's really helpful. Oh, I don't have the brush I was looking for. Shoot, I'll use this one. No big deal. No big deal. We'll roll with it, right? So, as you're hopping on though, feel free to say hello. Let me know what's going on with your Sunday, how you're using your hour that you got back. I know there's always like a divide. Some people use it, don't drop stuff. Some people use it to get some little extra sleep, and some people use it to get a little extra stuff done. My plan was to use it for sleep, but I woke up at 6 something, so I was like, well, let's get some stuff done. And I am desperately waiting for winter or Thanksgiving break. We get a full week off at my school. We're an all year round school, so we get a little bit more time off for the holiday season, because we don't really have like a summer break. I mean, we kind of have a summer break, but it's not really. Like, we start back in July and we end at the end of June, so it's like just a couple weeks. But so I'm just kind of getting my base color on. I put a little extra coverage under my eyes and on those 2 zits down here, but I'm just gonna kind of neutralize some of my uneven redness. This time of year, we deal with a lot of redness because, losing my voice, because our skin tone is fairer. So no matter what skin tone you are, you'll probably notice right around October, November, when you're just like full on, no tan anymore left from the summer, unless you spray tan, you start to lose all that pigment, and so more stuff shows through. And you can just see more redness, more uneven, more veins, that kind of thing. And I also use this to balance out my eyelids. Kind of like a primer for your eyelids, but what's nice is that it's just my natural highlight color. So it just goes on and evens out the rest of my face. And it's kind of cloudy here today, but actually this lighting is pretty good today. So you hopefully can see all that I'm doing. Oh God, I got another one down there. You didn't even know that. It's like finding $5, except the opposite. So I just kind of put this here in like a pie pea shape. My nose, bottom of my forehead, like from the, oh, is it snowing? I love snow. From the center of my forehead, out over the brows, on the chin and on the jawline, and then I am going to get a little extra again to cover these 3 bad boys. Didn't even know there was 3. Didn't even know. And my Perfector is damp. I use my Perfector damp so that it really helps blend the makeup in but doesn't pull the makeup off. And I highly recommend, no matter what makeup you use, first of all, I highly recommend that you have some form of a cream foundation, because then the cream will blend right in with your skin like butter, and it'll move with your skin throughout the day without breaking. And then I also recommend, Kitty, my apologies, I also recommend that you dab so that it actually stays where you place it. So it's not moving as you apply. You want to get it in the spaces that you need it, and then you want to leave it there. Cool. So now I'm going to jump to, I'm actually going to use the same brush. And I'm going to jump to in a contour color. I'm going to use Astoria. I've been using Astoria. You can actually start to see the bottom of the tin. Look, see that little spot right there? And I bought this in August. Yeah, August 10th. I bought it August 10th because that was at our conference. And so, what is it, November 4th today? It's a long time. So I'm taking my contour, and I'm kind of blending as I go today. Sometimes I like a more defined one, but this is just kind of a relaxed, stay-at-home Sunday look. Mom makeup, if you will, since I'll be momming today for my little munchkin that's coming over. My friend is going to a football game with her hubby, and they don't want to take the baby out into cold. So she's going to hang out with me. So follow my stories today, because it'll be all kinds of baby pics. And if you love baby pics as much as I love baby pics, you're going to want to see it, because she is perfect. Stinking perfect. I think they're all perfect at that age, though. Alright, and I just put this, I kind of dabbed a little like here in my temple, and then just blend that a little bit better, and then I did like the top of my forehead, which I didn't really do a ton because I'm actually going to pull this back down just a bit. So I just wanted it to kind of fade and look like a shadow, because this headband can accentuate my forehead, make it look a little bigger, but if I pull it down and put that shadow there, it makes it look a little smaller. And now I'm chiseling out my jawline. I can't even tell you how big of a difference this does, but make sure you put your contour like right on the jawbone, right there, so you can kind of see it. And then I am going to pull it down. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Woo! I'm going to pull it down just to make it look a little more natural. But you can see, chisels that right out. Got a little, just want to buff this out, make it look as natural as possible. You're trying to create, when you contour, you're trying to create shadows in your face. So like you'll notice this is actually like the natural shadow color, like down here. You can see like this matches, like this is a natural shadow in my neck. And so you want that same tone. Actually, this is just a smidge warmer than that tone. But if I go too ashy, because I'm so pale, it'll just look dirty, and you don't want it to look dirty. That is not the look you are going for. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, let's do my nose. What have I been doing? I've been doing the 30-second hack with my nose lately, but I don't have that. So let's do a little more detailed. So I just like dipped this in the edge. And it's really easy when you have the right tools, because you're just trying to create, again, a shadow on the outside of your nose to make your nose look a little longer and bring a little center to the, or a little light to the center of your face. And the easiest way to bring light is to bring a shadow around that light, and you'll notice I'm buffing that in with that same side actually. Okay, and then I'm actually gonna pop on some, here, I'll take this one because it's right here. I'm trying not to put my finger in it because I'm popping these out. Like I said, I'm gonna switch some stuff up in my clutch. So I'm actually popping them out. So I'm taking a little bit of this lighter highlight and just going up and down the center of my nose. A little bit up into, and you could do this with a multitasker, you could do this with 30-second hack, you could do this with whatever you want. Although I am still holding out on our October giveaway. I know it's November, but our October giveaway was a milk system, or a milk cream, to one of the lucky ladies that purchased a classroom collection for the month of October. But we were only drawing for every 6 sold, and we're at 5. So I really didn't want to close out the party without being able to give away some free stuff. So I'm holding out. If somebody wants that classroom collection, hop on it, because we're going to be doing that drawing soon. I can't hold out forever. And now I'm taking the same white peach and I'm lightly going over. I like touched into the cream. And you can see that just brightens like a ton. So like my under eye circles are a big issue for me. And you can still, I mean, you can still kind of see them depending on the angle and the lighting. But like right now, as you look at me straight on with the little bit of product that I used, like they're virtually gone. Pretty amazing. I also haven't used Frenchie in a while, so I'm going to use Frenchie blush today. Ooh, it's stuck. Let me get this out. So I'm going to take, actually I'm going to do some Bella first. Bronzer, because like I said, we're pale. We're pale, ladies. We are paler than we've been in a while. Welcome November. Welcome holiday season. So I'm just putting on some Bella to warm up. And here, I'll do it on half my face so you can kind of see the difference. So I'll just do it on this half. And I literally like am just dabbing this in the places where the sun would naturally hit my face. And what I've noticed about Bella is when you first get it, it's very intense, but because like you're not using it for coverage, you really don't use a ton, and so as it kind of like sits in your compact, just like any color that's a cream, it'll just get a little bit of a thicker consistency, and then that's when it comes out super beautiful. Okay, so I've only done this half of my face, and you can see like this is just a little whiter and this is just a little warmer. It's really like, here, I'll look at you straight on. Like it's really subtle, but it does make a difference, and it does make you look a little less ghostly. And I know that a lot of people like bronzer in like the spring or the summer because they're feeling suntan and warm, and maybe you wear like a lot of protection on your face. Maybe you like wear a ton of sunscreen to protect your skin, which you should, and so your face doesn't always match your skin tone, and so you want to warm up in the summer. But I actually really like it in the winter because it just makes you look a little less, like I said, ghostly. So now I'm just putting a little on my neck to kind of make it all match. And you can see I just look like a little bit warmer, but I don't look orange or fake. Just making sure here that we're all good. Oh, kitties. They love playing with everything. Ugh. Did you see these new cups from Starbucks? They're so cute. I mean, the woman in front of me threw like a good 20-minute fit about the fact that it is November, not December, and they have holiday stuff out. And they were like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. But I don't care. It's super cute. It's super, super cute. Okay, so I'm going to use this Frenchie. Oh, you see that? That was the sun glare for a second. This Frenchie blush. It's kind of like a peachy orangey. And it can be very natural looking. So I got a little more on the right than I did the left, so let's get a little more over here. And I never used to use blush for a couple of reasons. I didn't know how to put it on, and I just didn't feel like, I felt like it was extra, you know, like it was an added step that I really didn't need. And obviously, like, I looked great before, like before I even did the bronzer, like I looked fine. But it adds just a little bit of like flair to your face. You look a little more alive. You look like when you smile, you can see this pretty color now. And blush is supposed to go, if you smile, these lines right here are called your marionette lines, and your contour and your blush are not supposed to come into this area, okay? So you want to keep your contour right here. You want it to push up the cheekbone, and you can actually feel the cheekbone. If you use your finger like right around the top of your ear, you can feel where that starts. And so then the contour sits right underneath, and then the blush, like the contour starts from back here because this is where the shadow is darkest. So I don't have any product on it right now, but I would like dab it back here. I don't know if you noticed, and then kind of bring it down. And then the blush, you start here and you fan over it, literally above it, not over it like on top of it. I mean, they're really close, so it should look like they just meld into one or another. I've seen people do their makeup, and I feel like I can see contour, and then I can see a line, like a highlight line, and then I can see blush, and then I can see their skin again, and then I can see illuminator. They should all just kind of like blend in together, so it just looks like your skin. But you want that blush to be like more concentrated here on the apples of your cheeks and then go back. I do really like to preserve the under eye. Here, let me wipe this off just a little because I think the last thing I used it for. Oh no, maybe it was White Peach. I don't remember what I used it for. Oh, I also have Scarlet on my hand. I don't even have Scarlet out. Sorry, distracted. I like to preserve that brightness that we had under the eyes, so I take a little White Peach again and just kind of dab that in to make sure that that's still the brightest part of the face in like a little triangle right there. Because that's the part of the face that you want, because, well, first of all, that's the part of the face that the skin is thinnest, and so it's naturally like always lighter. Like you really never get a sunburn under your eyes. And then you also just want to bring light to like the center of your nose. Here, I'll do a little more on the center of my nose too. The center of your nose, the center of your face. You want to bring all that forward because it'll make your face look longer and more defined. And then you can take your damp perfector. Some people blend with, I just threw it. One second. All right. I could have left it there, but then it probably would have been destroyed because my cats would find it to be a toy. Anyway, some people blend with their perfector. I prefer to blend with a brush. It's up to you. Whatever rocks your boat. Okay, I'm gonna spray one more time. I think I got everything. Yeah? Maybe, yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna powder. So I use, I think it's Coty Airspun, right? Yeah, it's just Airspun, cool. I don't know why I said Coty Airspun. Is it Coty Airspun? Somebody who's watching that knows, let me know. I use this one because it's really cheap and you get a lot. There's like a super large amount in these tins and it'll last you forever. And yeah, it's loose too, which I really like. I don't highly recommend like a packed in powder. That's not my jam. So I actually just put a little bit in the lid, and this one's like overflowing. But I put a little bit in the lid here, and I have my damp perfector, and I'm gonna use this to press in to the cream. So when I was talking earlier about cream makeup, I highly recommend it for everybody. But if you're oily, you're gonna wanna set with a powder. And the powder will not break apart like a powder foundation because the layer of cream between it, the cream and the powder will marry when you apply it this way. And so if you're having trouble setting your makeup, ask yourself if you're using a damp perfector. If you're not, change that immediately because the damp perfector allows it to marry with the powder. And then you can actually bake with it if you wanted. Like you could get extra on and put it on your skin in excess and let it sit so that the powder warms up, and then whatever warms to the skin will stay, and then you can just kind of fluff it off like with the big side of your B-squared or something. You could just go under and wipe it off. I don't typically bake, so I just put on enough to kind of map my look out, and it adheres with that Stay Spray and that cream, which is what you want so that it stays all day long. Okie dokie. So then I'm just going to finish off, and I don't know if you noticed, but I used the powder on the perfector on my lid because that's going to help for creasing. So even if you don't have a issue with oily skin, if you have an issue with your eyeshadows creasing, no matter what you use, I highly recommend you set with a damp perfector and like loose Airspun or something. Okay, what do I want to wear today? What colors do we want? I don't know. The world is my oyster. I'm going for like a really subtle look. So here, I'll do some oak in my crease. So I'm just going to use like a fluffy side of the brush. And I'm going to put some oak in this crease so that I get a little bit more of a defined crease and just kind of get a base going. I'm not going to do anything too crazy today. Like I said, I'm just hanging around the house. And well, no, I have to run out and do some errands, but you know, Sunday stuff. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that oak in there. And honestly, I mean, you could use Pup, you could use, say, Golden. Got a cat fight down here. They're like literally running around me. Can you hear them? Oh my god. Leave her alone. Such a bully. Does anybody else have animals that are bullies? Oh gosh. Anyway. Okay, so I just put a little oak on that outside. You can use Pup, you can use Stay Golden, you can use anything. But I decided to use some oak. I just really, really like that color. And then I think I'm actually going to take Kin. I love me some Kin. It's like this purple. It's a little bit shimmery, very little shimmer. Actually, I didn't even realize it was shimmer until someone was like, did you know that Kin was shimmer? And I was like, I did not. And I just put it in this outer corner. And I'm actually going to bring it down to the lash line to connect just a little. And I'm kind of using a rocking motion. So I'm not really going all the way in. And you'll notice I keep my eye open while I do this. Keep your eye open while you apply your eyeshadow. If you already knew that, you're a boss. I didn't know that until I started doing, you know, these things recently, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea that was a thing. And then I really don't want a huge contrast today. Here, I'm going to put a little Kin under the eyes too. Just a bit. I don't really want like a crazy like shimmer contrast. Because sometimes I'll do like Rome or Sabrina, which are really, really light. And they're really shimmery on the rest of the lid. But I don't want to do that today. I think I'm going to do just like maybe some Valencia. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take the side of the brush that I was just using. I just wiped it off a bit. And this is Valencia. It is a light color, but it's matte. And so I'm going to put this into the lid up to the crease. But I'm really not going to go into the crease. And I am dabbing this on. I want this to be more concentrated. For a couple of reasons. It's on the lid. It's sitting on the darker color, so I kind of want it to cut the darker color so that it really shows. And I'm just kind of packing that on to the lid. And then if you want, a little trick, take your fluffy end, dip it in that same color Valencia, and then that's what you can take up into the upper crease, and it won't mess with the dark color that you have there. Like, it won't take it away, but it just makes it all look really blended. So it looks like, it almost looks like you put on the Valencia first, and then you went in with the darker color. So this is just all nicely blended now. Cool. Let's do some brows. Oh, there's something in my eye today. I'm going to use Trust, which is actually in my clutch. I can't go anywhere without Trust, guys. And I didn't check before this video. Normally I check. I don't know if Trust is still there, but they brought Trust back a couple weeks ago because it's such a popular color, and it was only $8. I don't know if it's still there though. You would have to check. I don't know. But you'll see, like, I really don't change the shape of my brows. I just kind of like fill in with that color. This color actually, believe it or not, matches my roots. I used to be a natural blonde once upon a time. That time has passed. But yeah, I would love to make these thicker, but I can't do that with a powder. Like, you would need to do like brush strokes, and I don't have the patience for that today. So I'm just filling them in, making them look a little more done. And then what's nice is, even if you don't have like a ton of patience to do your brows, what you can do to make them stand out, and I'm wiping off that brush I was using, where's Sabrina, you can take a lighter color, which Sabrina is my color of choice, and go under the brow. And it's kind of hard to see in the video, but it just makes them like pop out a little bit more, and it adds a little brightness. Sabrina also came back recently. I don't know if it's still there. It's one of our most popular colors, and it was only $8, but you'd have to go check. I should have checked before I got on here, but I'm just trying to get ready for the day. So, and I just put a little in the inner corner as well. It's kind of like Illuminator, but I'm actually going to switch over to Illuminator for my cheeks. I love Pearl. Pearl's my fave. And I just put it right on top of that cheekbone. So back to what I was saying earlier, contour, blush, and then Illuminator on top. Now I don't recommend you do your Illuminator before you set. That's why I saved it for the end. Because even though you might be an oily gal, see that shimmer? So pretty. Even though you might be an oily gal, and you don't really want like that oily look, you do still want the youthful dewy glow. Like you still want that little extra. I'm gonna put a little on top of my lips. So it looks like, because like oiliness is like your face producing the moisture that it needs, and as we get older that stops happening. So if you want to look younger, get a little candle glow going, and you can see it. Like even though there's not a ton of sun out today, I'm sitting in front of a window and it's just like shimmering right there. I was also going to use Trust as liner, but I got sidetracked. So I'm going to take that same brush and Trust, and I'm going to do a little bit of a smoked out liner with eyeshadow. I did liner with Salem and Cola recently to make it actual, well, actually Cola is like a real liner. It's a contour color, but because it's cream, you can use it in your waterline, which I did not believe until I tried. I was like, these people be lying. But you can use it in your waterline, you can use it on your upper line, you can, however you want. Like, you want to make a cat eye, whatever. And I used it for my Halloween costume. It was a week ago, right? Halloween was a week ago. And I was impressed, I have to admit. So I'm just kind of following, I'm kind of being sloppy about it, honestly. It's just, I just want like a smoked out look today. So I'm just going over the top of my lashes. Fun fact about Bryn, I do my eyeliner with my eye majority of the time open on this eye, but a majority of the time closed on this eye. I don't know why. I don't get it. I'm a strange being. I honestly recommend you try to do it with your eye open though, because you might be doing something gorgeous while your eyes closed, but your eyes are open most of the day, so make sure it still looks gorgeous when your eyes are open. Cool. Okay, and then I'm actually just because I was kind of sloppy about it, I'm just going to go over it a little bit with whatever's left on the brush, just to kind of make it look like it blends right into everything. Cool. Let's do some lips. I'm actually going to do Frenchie and Black Cherry. I've been mixing those two lately, and a lot of people here, let me show you the colors that I'm mixing if you've, I just put my finger in it, 1 second. This is like the most chaotic live I've ever done. If you weren't here a few minutes ago, I threw my Perfector sponge. Go back and rewatch it. It's hilarious. But these are the two colors I'm talking about that I'm mixing. And I feel like a lot of people would be like, what? You're going to mix those two? But it's so super pretty. And honestly, I cannot wear Frenchie by itself. My lips just like have too much texture to them. And so like the light colors sit in the lines. And it's not good, guys. It is not good. Like you'll never, well, not never. Never say never. You'll rarely see me wear like a pink. It's just not a thing. So then I put on that Black Cherry, which is pretty. It's a little more intense than I want for my Sunday though. So then I'm going to take some Frenchie and dab that on top. And then you got like a nude look. I think I did this in my stories recently and I was like, guys, this is my new favorite color. And it really is. I love it. I actually think I need to put Frenchie into my clutch this week. Because right now I have plum in there, which don't get me wrong, I love me my plum. But it's nice to have at least another lighter color too. There we go. We're ready for my baby. If you weren't here before, I have a baby on their way over. I'm babysitting today. So, just put on a little mascara. And we'll be ready to go. What's everybody else doing on their Sunday? Guys, cleaning, food prep. Sorry, I can't talk and do mascara at the same time. You guys probably just watch me because I'm hilariously entertaining. Horribly awkward, but I got it. We're doing it. I think I need new mascara. I normally can like do my mascara in 2 swipes, but lately, like look at that. What is that? Get that out of there. Oh. Sometimes, do you ever wonder if you're making it worse or better? Like, you just keep going and you're like, oh God, am I making that clump worse or better? I don't know. All right, well, happy Sunday, y'all. And thanks for tuning in. If you want more information, click my nose and the description will pop up on the video of what I'm doing. And let me know if you have any questions. Have a great weekend.